Hey everybody, it's Marty here,
And
and
Jax!
god damn it, uh, we're here to talk about the second episode of the new season of Black Butler.
You know what's nice? You know what's good in this time of great darkness?
What?
Actually fucking enjoying Black Butler.
Yes. Here's the thing, and here's the thing I think I kind of realized while watching this episode. I don't laugh a lot when it comes to Black Butler, and it's not because I think it's a particularly depressing show, although that is definitely part of it. I think it's because very few moments genuinely make me laugh.
Yeah, like I think that was the problem with the first two seasons of the anime.
Yeah.
They're trying way too much. There is a saying in comedy, which is never try to be funny, just be funny.
Yeah.
That like there is this kind of attempting to be funny that like it feels forced, like you're like, we need a funny scene here. Let's just try and be funny, and you try too hard and it comes obvious that you're just trying too hard and it's cynical.
Yeah.
It's like the average like Ryan Reynolds scene, or Ryan Reynolds feels like he needs to make people laugh, so he's always trying in scenes to add in jokes.
Yeah.
When comedy is good, it flows naturally, and it's really funny because it's done earnestly. And this is why I think like this and some other jokes in the better seasons work.
Yeah.
They do well to juxtapose themselves between like the serious moments for a moment of levity that still like works and makes sense and doesn't feel like over the top.
In comparison to like something that is funny to something that is, one thing that always comes to mind is actually the original MCU Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 I think is fantastic. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is trying too hard.
Yeah, it's trying too hard.
Like, it's funny in its own way, and I can definitely see a handful of jokes that would have been really funny, but it's like when you try too hard, it just doesn't really
It
work.
only worked for Drax because Drax's whole thing is he doesn't like that's Drax's whole joke is he doesn't get that he is making every situation uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it only worked for Drax because like Drax is funny because like it's not he's trying too hard to be funny, but he has like no fucking filter.
Yes. But yeah, the episode is really good. I've laughed the hardest I think I've laughed at any any joke in Black Butler.
Sieglinde is a precious gem and must be protected. Sieglinde is genuinely my favorite like Ciel counterpart.
Yes.
Mostly because like Ciel Phantom Hive is sheltered kids whose life is marred by tragedy, bracket evil. Sieglinde is sheltered kid whose life is marked by tragedy, bracket good.
Yeah. But yeah, what's also making this season especially, we're only 2 episodes in, what's making this season particularly bearable, and I don't want to be too harsh on the fourth season of Black Butler. I don't think it was terrible. It's just,
I do. Fuck it.
It just,
I hate.
It felt like they were trying to, like, they were stretching it out.
Stretched out.
It's so stretched out. It's so unnecessary. Now again, I think, like, what is it? The cricket game, was that actually in the manga?
Oh yeah, like all of that's in the manga, but all of it's stuff that should have been just done way fucking quicker. Holy crap.
Yeah. Like, you can keep like the original concept and what makes it funny, you know, like a boy shitting himself. That's but you know. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. The funny thing is, like, it feels like we're definitely moving forward. Like, we're getting history on the characters and the whole, like, justification of werewolves and what this place is. And Ciel doesn't believe any of it.
He's like, demons? That's believable. Magic and fucking transforming humans? That's ridiculous. Bitch, motherfucker! What you been dealing with the... Bro, You are hanging out with what if you people in your employ is Evra fucking Vaughn the result of someone fucking a goddamn snake and making a snake person, making a snabby? What if your friend is fucking Rhea Elden Ring, bro?
God damn it.
I had to reference both of them because both of them are good.
Everyone is
Not Elden Ring, not Elden Ring Rhea. Elden Ring poopy diapers because there's not enough Rhea.
Yes.
So just be about her.
Let's not talk about Rhea, okay? I don't.
You want them cities.
What?
We're not here to talk about that.
No, we're not here to talk about that.
Not here to talk about the Snussy. We're here to talk about...
I'm saying Snussy. God damn it.
But yeah, cause we get the info dump, which is actually done in a way that like worked. It doesn't feel like good exposition. Doesn't feel like exposition. It felt like naturally like they've been inquiring about it. She gave her version. It explains like why her legs are useless. It's because her ancestors gave up the use of their legs for deal with the werewolf.
Yeah.
But they fear it's getting the deal's getting weaker and weaker with each successive generation, and now there's been a werewolf attack in the village. But she didn't have her amulet, which leaves the question, are only the outsiders, only those without amulets in danger, or are all of them now in danger? And even then, what about the next generation?
Yeah.
Sebastian helps Wolfram, who's like, his gimmick as a butler is he tries way too hard to accomplish his goals, and it means everything is incredibly slow and inefficient because he hyper-focuses on getting everything perfect.
Oh my god, I just realized I'm just like him when I'm at my new job.
Yeah.
Like, okay, brief side. So I started working at a shop called Value Village. If you've ever heard of it, it's a thrift store. And I work with clothes. And on Friday I got reamed out for taking too long to put away racks of clothes because I like to take a stack of the same thing and put it away so that I don't have to go back to the same places. But apparently that's taking me too long. So,
That's terrible. Fun. Disgusting.
Okay, I don't want to make this about my job, but it's just like keep in mind, this is a big rack of clothing. And their degree of what they consider a valid amount of time to do this big-ass rack of clothes, which is both shirts and pants, it's 15 minutes. And I'm new. So...
You're nude?
I'm not. Oh my god.
I'm in nudes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, god. But anyway, the point is... No, this is completely unrelated. But yeah, the episode's really good. I mean, we're gradually getting into it, and we get to see Ciel cry for the first time, and that's just never happened.
He's capable of crying. What has happened?
He's a Rubit.
He's a Rubit. Yeah, the fog makes Ciel start crying when they go and investigate the werewolf after. The best scene where Sieglinde's like, I know you men, because Sieglinde's able to walk around by literally tying helium balloons to her waist and using them to keep her balance, which is delightful.
So you do it.
Because the whole thing is she's kind of like a little, like her version of being a witch is basically kind of being like how witches were in history, where they were like alchemists and healers and in ways inventors. Like they were often like the scientists of their time because the church had such like a clamp down on a lot of scientific thought in that. So people actually like going out and interacting with the world and figuring things out often were like your local elders who are like actually like not just following whatever the church's doctrine was, which is why the church didn't like them, because they were like, no, we wanted to have carte blanche on what knowledge is.
Yep.
But where was I? So she's like, I know how men are. I've read about them in book. You want to do a sex on me? And Ciel is like, no, I am tiny child. I do not want that. I want to play with toys. And she's like, oh, you like toys, huh? Dirty boy. And he's like, Sebastian, tell me.
Oh my god, I literally, I literally
Oh,
cracked up. I swear.
it's so good. She's so funny because she's like bullying him the entire time.
Yes.
Like she effectively thinks that Sebastian has taken away her way to escape so that his master can have his way with her.
Yeah.
He probably wants like some sort of deal with her, and she's still like bullying Ciel the entire time.
She grabs his crotch, man.
Yeah, because she wasn't sure if maybe it's actually a girl or infertile or something, but no, there's a peener there.
Yep.
And
Just
he is like, no.
yep.
I think it's one of the few times where like that kind of joke works because she actually is sheltered enough that she doesn't like normally with characters like that, it's like you should know grabbing someone by their junk's just not a thing you do.
Yeah.
But with her, she's actually sheltered enough that like it actually fits.
Yeah.
Um,
In any case, like really,
yeah.
really good episode. I like the character. I want to see more of the more of the Finney and Tanaka
We
and
gotta talk
Ford.
about that fucking edit though. We gotta fucking talk about that edit though.
Yes.
So okay, there is a moment where the portentous old lady from the first episode / the teaser shows up and is like, the werewolf is attacking because the outsiders, we need to fucking hate them and get rid of them because they're dangerous to us. But it like cuts to her talking, and then there's spooky Halloween witch hunt decorations, and then away. But like when she's first talking, there's no sound. It's when it cut away, it does, and it looks like the audio fucked up. But I checked the Japanese version, and apparently that is just the fucking edit.
Yeah. Just
Beautiful. But yeah, there is intrigue. They've met the actual werewolf. Although the werewolf did run away, so like that's interesting. Why did the werewolf go to attack? Can it sense that Sebastian is a demon?
perhaps
Is the werewolf aware of the threat Sebastian has?
werewolves can't exist.
Yeah, magic's not real, isn't that right, Magic Demon Butler? It's that scene from the fucking Lord of the Rings parodies by that guy by Legendary Frog, where it's like Pete, where they're like in the middle of the fucking Mordor field, and it's like, pizza, I'll go to the door and get that, and it just like zooms in on Saturday. He's like, by the time you realize what's wrong with this, it won't matter. But by the time you realize why his incredulity is silly, it won't matter.
But yeah, this so far has been very well done. It's very speedy. I mean, as speedy as Black Butler can be. Really, it's taking its time, but it's building. And it's building faster than the previous arc. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if we keep bashing the previous arc. It's just
I am not.
This is just so much better. I'm sorry. It's better. It's got better characters. We get more Finney. He doesn't say much, but he's there.
Oh, we will get more Finney because I did look just to remind myself if this is in fact where we get Finney's backstory. Yes, this is the arc where we get more Finney backstory.
Okay, so I'm even more excited now. My favorite character gets more backstory.
Because I know we don't really get deep into May and Bard and we do get more Finney in like the more recent arc, but I wasn't sure if we got more into the science thing because the Germans in this one. So yeah, we do get more Finney.
Just for a bit of fun before we end this recording, who do you think from any of the cast in Black Butler do you think could leave, not counting Grell, could leave the Black Butler manga and do a spin-off like Ramen Man and just still be successful?
Obviously Grell, even though she's not an option.
I said no Grell!
Get past it.
You're breaking the rule!
The Sieglinde and Wolfram series.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would work. I really like Finney, and I want to see more Finney. And honestly, I haven't changed my Discord picture in not a year, but it's been a long time, and I think I might change it to Finny. Yeah, because
Finally getting rid of the Trace legacy.
it's a good picture. I like it. I like the blue hair. It looks so cool, and I'm sorry you guys can't see it because you can't see our thumbnails.
Watch. Fuck. 1 second.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You go to www.youtube.com. You look up the video A Queer Reading of Two Kinds, recap and analysis of an infamous furry webcomic by Leaf Beetle. You watch that entire hour 46 minute and 31 second video, and then you'll just understand Two Kinds. You'll understand that reference.
Just glad we have both watched the entire video, and I love Two Kinds.
I made you that because I was like, you know what? Two Kinds is the exact kind of webcomic that you should have read when you had a webcomic phase because you didn't.
And what the thing? Yeah, I don't think I ever really did. I think you're more of a webcomic guy.
Yeah, I did. My big one was fucking Adventures. Was one of the ones I actually went through the entirety of.
But Two Kinds is really good. I like it a lot. I currently have the first 2 volumes physically, and I plan on collecting the other 3 now that I have a job and money. So
holy shit! Wait, now that I think about it, are the 2 webcomics I read through Adventures by I can't remember the guy who did Anything for Hire, Anti-Hero for Hire, like for actual like long ones. Fuck, what is his name? Oh my god, why aren't you listing it? Mark Shallow, that's it. Is Mark Shallow's Adventures and fucking Bob and George, like the 2 webcomics, long running webcomics I've actually been to the end of? What a fucking nightmare. Imagine like saying like, yeah, I enjoy a lot of webcomics. What's the one that you think you've been to the end of? Oh, Bob and George. Fucking Homestuck broke me, and like I had to fucking give up on it. But like, goddamn Bob and George, my ass saw that shit to the end.
Is Bob and George the one with like the Mega Man stuff, or am I thinking of something else?
Yes, it is. It is the original like big Mega Man sprite webcomic.
Okay.
It is literally a Mega Man comedy sprite webcomic where like the writers' 2 fucking OCs are the main characters.
Yes. In any case.
And like the ending is no, I can't spoil the ending of fucking Bob and... No, I'm gonna spoil the ending of Bob and George.
Yeah.
The actual reveal, like, from the finale, which also features, like, the one non-sprite panel where they're arguably in their original art style, quote-unquote, is, it was all a test to see if he would be willing to kill his brother if he went fully evil. It was all a bet. Slash also their mom being like, hey, in case your brother went evil, it's... And literally one of the characters, I think it's George is the Proto Man, the fire one, literally says, this ending sucks.
Anyways, thank you for listening, and we will be back next Sunday.
No, we still have more important things to talk about.
Like what?
We forgot the most important part of the episode.
What is the most important part of the episode?
That eclair looked really fucking good. That fucking dessert was really good.
It did.
That looked good shit.
Okay.
Also, connected to that scene, the actual most important thing is, I don't know if you noticed it, but like they have a bitter rabbit, which meant fucking Ciel brought a bitter rabbit with him.
Yep.
Because when they're on the bed, like drawing and being kids, like he actually is a bitter rabbit, and like I kind of like the little detail that like fucking Ciel brought like a little toy, a little comfort toy. Aw.
Hey, everybody needs their...
Ciel actually gets to act like a kid,
which he almost never gets to do because he's too... Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Sunday, and see you later.
Josh.